Guys, welcome back into the channel for another episode of Final Fantasy 16. Almost had a flashback to 7. Anyways, guys, things are seriously getting serious. Things are getting crazy. All right, we have now gone 5 years into the future after losing Sid, after discovering our brother is helping to protect us by fighting this entity that we still don't even fully understand. And the way that he protected us as of right now was by consuming it and basically holding him prisoner inside of Joshua. So that happened. Sid died. The hideaway got stomped, but then we got to see what it is become now. Gav made it out alive, not without a little worse for wear with that eye. And other than that, life for the bearers is really difficult, as we all expected, right? Like when you're trying to make a massive change and shift people's perspectives, guys, y'all know as well as me, it is not easy to change anything, like anything this large. I mean, this is falling down into every individual person's life and how they perceived bearers. We're trying to change how they treat bearers, and even the bearers themselves are not happy with it because they're the ones that are getting punished for it. So things are pretty much, I feel like this is kind of like the climax, and I think the rest will be kind of like bringing the game in for a finish. But honestly, I've been wrong about every prediction since the beginning, so who knows? There's probably even more new discoveries and turning points in the game, and this might just be another one. All right, with that, guys, thank you so much for being here, and it is just such an honor to play this game for you guys, and I'm glad to see y'all are still enjoying it. So let's skedaddle. Whoosh. Guys, welcome back in for the rest of the hideaway and home sweet home. All right, so we even have a training area, which I don't remember us having something like that in the previous hideaway. Maybe not as well dedicated. Oh, there we go. I can't wait. I hope the guy survived. The reader guy. The guy who we always read the... Whoa. I'm a sucker for good views. It's Sid. Peter the Plank Polisher. Wow. I wonder who first discovered to then move the hideaway here. Oh, what's up here? There's the thing. And the new location. Oh my goodness. This is such a cool upgraded hideaway.
Clive.
4 tents.
Is everything all right?
Keeper of the stores. And they seem to have way more supplies. I mean, look. They've got apples and oranges and spices and beans and peas and dates, possibly? And look at the garb. I feel like the garb is more updated. All right, I guess we should stay on target to, yeah. I want a free explore, but I'm not gonna delete. Oh?
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Doris is the captain. Interesting. Oh, it also shows who's directly speaking that scene. Did you see the little indicator? Look, there's a board and nectar. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All good time, all in good time. Oh, okay. Wait, where's Otto? Otto's, oh. How did I miss Otto? Okay, here we go.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No
Maybe
one
they
seems
didn't know.
keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Oh?
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
All right. We're done. Speak with Vivian.
Finished sorting those reports yet?
Coots.
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
Desiree. Goods. Let me this stuff. Alright. Look at this. This is so expansive. Vivian.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
Vivian.
One might say the same of you. Vivian Ninetails.
Why does that last
I'll
name
have you
suit
know
her
that
so
only
well?
4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
That is the real question. Okay, I love her already.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp.
Yeah.
For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots.
Yeah.
Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's
Yep,
head,
they went
that
south.
the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind.
Yeah. And you can see the
Holy
blight is still growing.
The Dalmekian Republic, the
Damakia.
Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran.
Iron Kingdom.
Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Oh, that is such a cool scene. That I could have used at the very beginning,
You
though,
were born
gonna be
into
honest.
inside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Okay.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves.
Yes, old
Tell him it
tomes.
was, adequate.
I will gladly go to
I suppose
tomes.
we
Are you
wouldn't hurt
kidding
to
me?
visit our resident historian.
Yes, it would be really important for us to visit him. Oh, look at the owl. Guys, this is amazing. I will say that like right before this kind of happened, I kind of feel like I was starting to feel a little, not winded is the right term. I just felt like it was feeling like the same old. And I was like, man, this game is gonna be long if this is the, the status quo. But now that they've kind of like picked us up, moved us, injected us with another like shot of energy with this game, very well done. Like I love this new hideaway. I mean, it looks so, inspect. History of Valisthea, jurisprudence. The Continental Accord. The signing of the Continental Accord marks the beginning of the modern era of Valisthea, where the realm had once been riven by hatred and mistrust. The Accord built bridges, affecting many of the areas of realm-wide cooperation that persist to this day. The shared currency, shared calendar, I think I've read this, right? And common system of bearer ownership, yeah. Alas, in the years since the Accord signing, many of the old rifts have reopened. It is for us to follow in the steps of the forebearers and wholeheartedly endeavor to usher in a new age of peace and unity. I believe I read this a bit ago, but it doesn't hurt to reread. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for whatever the future holds with this game. The rest of the story.
And how may I assist you today?
Okay, let's ask about her. I want to know everything. Tell me what's happened in the last 5 years. You can't just pick me up, throw me in the future, or make our present the future. Okay.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. She's giving me steampunk vibes with her long jacket and everything, even though there's no gears, which is standard steampunk. It just is, she looks so cool. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. As we all know, history repeats itself. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. All right, ask about the coming to the hideaway, the crystalline dominion, crystalline.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least it was.
Sanbreque elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sides heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see that the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew the Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire since inception, seemed too audacious to move even for him. But apparently not. I was wondering how that was going to play out going south for them. But also, we almost incentivized it in a way as well, guys, because think about it. By us destroying their crystal access, it almost just ensured their longevity and push down south, just fortified it.
I admit.
When I took up a professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid, the outlaw, among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. And we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. I like her earring too. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life. As personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Okay, I love her. View the state of the realm.
Allow me to educate you.
The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can now view the state of the realm and learn more about current going-ons in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Oh! The grand cast, the situation map. We need
One
a
must
sit rep.
understand one's place in the world.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress throughout main scenarios. Use it to cycle. Rosaria marches. What? The Night of the Flames. Now we finally have a timeline. Did I not tell you guys that they should make a timeline? Oh, as a visual learner, I know I'm acting so excited because I am. Guys, I am a visual learner, okay? Do you know the first 1/3 of the game was so difficult for me to follow because I'm reading it for y'all, I'm reading it for me, but I am just, if I see it, I know it. Like now that the map showed Waloed versus Dhalmekia versus Sambrek, like now I've got it all in my head and I can really be tracking it. But this is so cool too, a timeline. So for the most part, we already know these situations, so I'm not going to individually read these. I think they're really just going to be restating things we already know. But the Night of the Flames we know about, seized by Sambrek as well. So we know that Sambrek moved in after the Night of the Flames. And at the same time, the death of the Defile. Yes, the Waste, yes. That was what was going on. Following Clive was the infiltration of Nis. Oh! Then Kier Norvin we did. Then Garuda's Rage was what happened. Then the Battle of Belenus Tor. Salvation of Kingfall. This is where we moved into Kingfall. Yep, and this is where we took down. And then the Duchy Despoiled. Yes, yes, yes. So we went back there. Then the end of Eastpool happened. Then the Drake was decapitated. Then the Empire's New Dominion. All right, so let's read from the Drake's decapitation onward because I think that would mostly fill in the gaps for us. So the Drake's head falls, plunging all of Oriflame into panic and despair. From the ruins arises a rumor that the cracking of the Mother Crystal was the work of Sid and his outlaw band. Clive destroys the heart of Drake's head, but it comes at the cost of Sid's life, a very nearly their own. After they were set upon by a bizarre, otherworldly being, only to be saved at the last moment by Clive's younger brother Joshua, alive after all these years. So now we have the Empire's New Dominion. With the realm still reeling from Sid's destruction of Drake's head, Holy Emperor Sylvester sees the Crystalline Dominion's neutrality treaty cast to the pyre. His forces quickly overwhelm Twin Sides' defenses, securing the city as the new capital of the Holy Empire. The hideaway rebuilt. Clive returns to the hideaway to find it in ruins, devastated by Hugo Kupka and his minions. He refuses to let Sid's dream die, however, and rallies the survivors behind him, eventually leading them to build a new home in the heart of Ben-Amir. Clouds over storm. All right, so the very last event is Sambrek's conquest of the Crystalline Dominion is complete. But while the Dhalmekian army amasses near the Dominion's borders, their dominant, Hugo, is rather more interested in tormenting his own nation's bearers, all to ensnare Sid, the outlaw, the one he believes murdered his love, Benedicta. Just so we're all tracking. 5 years have passed since Sid died, and Clive has taken over where his friend left off. He and Jill journey to Kostnice, a ramshackle refugee settlement in Dhalmekia, where a local informer reports that Hugo Kupka's minions are holding a group of bearers hostage. It's interesting as well because I know that he says that they didn't want to come back with him, but we didn't really have that conversation with the bearers, although I guess it was implied.
I have the details here.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main story. I love this. All right, so we have all of these. And then, okay. This is amazing. So we have the Dominant of the Phoenix, Joshua, Annabella Russia, my parents. This was at the very beginning. This was, okay, cool. And then we had the Knight of the Flame, who was deceased at the Night of the Flame. The mysterious stranger enters. It would be a dream to create this. I mean, I think every game should have something like this for us visual learners out there, you know? We think that these people were deceased. This is amazing. Kier Norvin, Garuda's Rage, Battle of Belenus Tor. Look at all the characters. It's amazing. And even, Tarja, the Duchy, the Eastpool, Oriflamme. Wow. Wow. Oh, here we go. Mysterious Being. an otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon and will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. The Ultima! That is going to be such an interesting character.
Very good.
All right. So we had our conversation with that. Let's go talk to, we're going to spend this whole beginning part just kind of recapping, catching up, and then we'll probably get into some side quests, some main quest stuff. It'll be a little sprinkle of everything in this episode. Okay, so he's all the way up here and we got to go check out the food. And where can I change the oh, sorry. The music. It's down there. Jill.
Everyone seems so happy to see us.
Yeah.
It's good to be home.
It's amazing. Oh, I honestly think this is better than where we were before. All right, let's tap this. A reed stone. Whew. We still don't have this, but we do have the stage replay for those. I know I haven't tapped into that. I think that's something that we'll look at the very end, you know? But just so it stops having the little notice behind it. It's kind of walking strange.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived. Oh.
The blacksmith. We have new items to buy too. Goose!
Dave, you're back. You
Goats,
didn't happen
Goose.
to run out of potions while you're away, did you?
Always.
We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new
Accoutrements?
gear.
Gear? I love him. I love him. Karen.
Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Oh, don't be knocking Karen like that.
Have we any
Wow.
more knuckle pies?
Knuckle pies. Knuckle
Sadly
sandwich?
not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
Oh.
What can I get you, Sid?
Ah, 500 gil for a single drink? Is it going to make me live eternally? Like, what, buy a round for the hall? 10,000 gil? Are you kidding me? I better never die. Like, you know, like I need to live forever if I'm saying 500 gil for this.
How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings.
If they're penniless, why are you charging me
Don't tell you
500
heard that
gil?
from me, though.
How much money do I even have?
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
I mean, yeah, when you try to charge me that much, are you kidding me? Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition for her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. And Clive just updated as well, becoming the second Sid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. I'm going to eventually buy the area a drink, but just not right now. All right, we have our terms. Oh. Sound of silence, anybody? All right, so we have to head up there, but I do want to update my gear. But give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. I'm excited. There's so much to see, so much to do. All right, let's go to the blacksmith and then Karen. Wait, Karen first? No, let me see what I can make. Who's back here? Oh, I thought there was something. Oh, we didn't see the side of the lake. Oh, Golden Retriever Maggie activated right now.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you.
Mr. Squeakums.
I can keep him, can't I? Can't I?
Well, considering he's eating better than most of the people in the hideaway, I would say no. He's gonna become public enemy #1 if he starts getting servings like that.
Back, are ya?
Yes. Ask about the hideaway.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and apprentice that knows his hammer from his guck. Oh, and the furnace is all right, and all thanks to old Sid Bellows. Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on Mir without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins. I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout. Obviously, he sounded as enthusiastic as I am reading his stuff. Asked about the past 5 years.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we're in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. I don't know what accent's coming out of you right now. Still, that don't mean I intend on doing it again. He's southern now. All right, use the forge.
What do you want?
The 11 bolt. I forgot that we got that. Okay, get the 11 bolt, 100%. That. Done.
No scratches, all right?
Equip. Goldwork sash. No, every sash is less than what we have right now, as well as these. But let me go to reinforce. Hold on. There's nothing I'm going to be able to reinforce yet.
And?
You hate to see it. This is his apprentice.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman.
Seriously?
But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design.
Yeah.
Other Master Sid.
You mean to tell me that this is how far they've gotten so dependent on crystals? That amazes them? Wow.
Does that one have...
Karen.
Is it business?
Oh,
or
she's
pleasure?
smoking. The past. Okay, ask about the hideaway.
We won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight. Plenty of demand from me wares.
The only drawback...
I don't know what's happening. The constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away at night and day.
Still...
If a pain in the ear hole's the price I gotta pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. I love her. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies, trust me. Time flies so fast.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us. Of course, I'm gonna try a little hard out. We can go ahead and sell some of the other stuff. Let me see, purchase. I own this right now. Own this, so it's not better than my current stash. Battle chains aren't better than my current stash. She did have crimson tassels, increases limit break regeneration by 3%. And cobalt tassels? Increases limit break generation by 6 when taking damage. But, oh, increases XP earned by 15%. You know, I'm always a big fan of things that give you an increase in XP or increase in gold. Increases amount of ability points? Oh, okay, I kind of want to get that. I like the ability points more than the XP. XP is hit or miss for me. I mean, leveling up is awesome, but the Wages of Warcraft, being able to get 20% more ability points, that adds up quick. And the better I do with fighting and the easier it is to take out hordes, the more money I can earn, I feel like, in turn. We're rocking 25k. Elixirs. Instantly restores all HP. Is that new? We never had that before. We had the Lionheart tonic. Huh. Okay. 40,000 for both of these. Guys, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the Wages of War.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I'm not gonna equip it just yet. I'm also gonna go and sell what we don't need. So
I'm thankful you got that much.
Is this my father's blade? Invictus? Yeah, I'm gonna save Invictus. That's my father's. Badge. There are some more things that I could start to sell. I'm gonna keep all of it for now. Wow, Breath of Fire. 15,000. She sells, okay, you can sell back what you bought for half what you paid. That is a tricky and fickle mistress. Okay.
Oh my god.
So let's pop into gear. I know it seems strange that I'm holding on to it, but I know I could get money. It just feels right to hold on to it. You know, it doesn't feel like mine to sell. It still just doesn't feel that way. Increases heat wave, gouge, and reduces cooldown. I thought I had changed some of these. Had I not? I thought I did. It's kind of strange. All right, let's go ahead and put on Wages of War. And then we are keeping increases gouge and we're keeping heat wave damage. You know what? I'm gonna take off gouge. Well, 15% is a better increase than 9% damage increase on heat wave. Heat waves keep. There was one that we were using. Reduces Flames of Rebirth cooldown by 12 seconds. It was that, wasn't it? I don't know why it didn't stick. All right, and we have 1,300 points. I know this is insane, but I think we're gonna hold out for Flames of Rebirth because the upgrade increases the number of hits. Or I can go ahead and make Heat Wave applicable for any icon, and then I could switch out some items. We also have a Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that once upon being struck chain lightnings to others. Also the Judgment Bolt. Okay, wait, hold on. This in so many ways reminds me of Fable. Can we get a Fable counter? Can somebody tell me how many times I mentioned that this reminds me of Fable? Just because of the mana that you would get, and then you'd have lightning, you'd have the abilities where you could summon other blades to strike for you. Just the vast amount of different abilities that we have access to in this one just feels like that. Flames of Rebirth is so nice. Okay, this helps restore my HP. What does this one do? Summon from the heavens a massive levin bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. See, oh, that's where they get you. Single target. Upgrade increases bolts. So I would assume that if we upgrade it, we can then maybe target multiple. I think Heat Wave is my AoE that I'm going to stick with, and I'm going to save up for 2390, and I know that's going to be bananas, but we're going to do it. All right, we're doing it.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just...
Is there anything new? Nope. Okay.
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing.
Oh, she's an engineer. I love that it shows their profession.
To mend a broken engine.
I missed Tome. Tome, look at this. We have a full-blown library. No fireplace, but a full-blown. The Sins of Dismekis. An illustrated history of the twins. Tales of the Founder. Oh my goodness, what is this? Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armorsmiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell, its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is, once made, eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work. Oh,
Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship.
It looks like a ship, yeah.
It was called the Invincible.
Tet. I love that he has little students, and I feel like nobody wanted to be around Tome last time. Now he's got students wanting to learn, and can't talk to this guy, but there's another book over here. Simon's Treasure of Knowledge. Ye treasure of beasts, ye seas which gird about ye land, Valisthea on all sides doth turn most frothile with diverse and deadly creatures. Among these are beasts more prodigious prodigious in size than entire islands, ye customarily as placid as ye very dull drummers. Yet lo, when they do awaken, towering waves are driven forth, like its proportion to great mountains. Ye peoples of ye outer seas, in which these creatures dwell, doth live in great terror of ye writhing isles, as certain chroniclers make record of their being known. All right, that one was a little bit more difficult for me to read.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Harpocrates, that's right.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time.
What does he go by now?
So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you.
Yeah.
Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men. A heavy levy, a little bit of findings of Alexander of Canver, a renowned theologian who spends most of his life chronicling Valisthea's diverse religion.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts.
Or tarts.
That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered
Yes.
at Drake's Head.
Yes.
But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion,
It's
I
limited.
regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
Yes, I will do
I'll
it
see
for
what
you.
I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
And I always will.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What? That's not
The
true.
twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it.
Yeah.
Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
He's so well spoken.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Okay, but I do want to talk to him because I want us to catch up on our
I'll be back
readings.
soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Or I can't. Oh, now I can.
How good it is to see you.
I'm gonna ask his questions, then we're gonna view, then we're gonna catch up on this. So if you guys are not interested in my total readings, then definitely check the timestamp down below and skip to the when we get back on track. But let me ask about the hideaway.
Look around you.
While it is far cry from the Imperial Library of Oriflamme, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still,
there is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. Ted and Crow.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's cradle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void that they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories, proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not for more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And that happiness lost may be found again.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve. Our hope, that is so true. I didn't think about it from that way. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not let us hear.
To Benumir, and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever. And here may it burn for 1,000 more. I love him. I actually really like too that we have this ask about the hideaway, then ask about the 5 years, you know?
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Come on. Upgrade? No!
What subject shall we consider today?
All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's start with the beastry. To the beasts. Dragonettes. Lesser dragons known for their nimbleness in flight. Those specimens of the Sambrequus, a subspecies known more commonly as the worm or the worm, are somewhat easily tamed and as such wildly employed in battle by the Imperial legions. We're actually really, look at this, guys. We only have a few beasts left. That's so cool to see. Vultures. Oh, we did run into vultures. Yeah. Opportunistic avians that, like many other predatory birds, prefer to stealthily swoop down on foes from above and skewer them with their razor-sharp beaks. Though they are thought to primarily feed on carrion bags, traveling in large flocks in the search of dead and dying, it is not uncommon for vultures to attack living prey when times are lean. If you happen to hear their eerily human-like claws, schwarks, or warbles, it is best to find cover quickly. They're beautiful, though, I do have to say. The chocobos. Wait, that wasn't. The raptors. Though still widely believed by the common folk of Sambrec to be the descendants of dragons, on account of their leathery wings, oh yeah, meagerness of plumage, and distant ability to spit fire. Learned scholars have long since concluded that these deceptively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground have simply lost their capacity for flight. Damn. The panther was terrifying, y'all. Look, he's got a bracelet. Archetypical predators known best for their brilliant spotted coats and proclivity to lives of solitude. As is such the case with most felines, the animals are severely strong-willed, and efforts by the Republican Army to harness their inborn speed and ferocity for use on the battlefield has been met with varying degrees of success. All right, Typhon, but let's do Ramu. We knew about that. All right. A tribe who once dwelled in the lands of Central Ash, lands that the kingdom of Waloed now lays claim to. Mayhap, in part due to the tribe's comparatively advanced learning, Ramu is associated with wisdom and judgment to this day. Dominance of the icon most often emerge among descendants of the Motes of Thunder, a tribe that's typically in Waloed. And then the Typhon. He's got some tats, though. I don't know if I'd say those are tats. Seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of Drake's head, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality, wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds, wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. That was such an intense scene. Like, yeah, last episode was probably the most cinematic. I don't know, that's hard. I don't know if I could actually say that in good conscience. All right, you guys, let's go into Mysteries of the Realm. So Vessel, the name that is the being known as Ultima gives to Clive. It appears to be synonymous with mythos. Mythos, the name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquis. But to what an end he required such a thing, only Ultima knows. Ginger, no, I can't let you in. The leader, Sid the Outlaw, the leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873. With this single act of infamy, Sid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valisthea and beyond. Then we got beasts. We got Death Stars. Animals whose evolution have been warped by exposure to ether, some gaining the ability to cast magics. Unlike bearers, however, they seem to have developed a little ethereal tolerance. So it is not uncommon to encounter akashic beasts in the vicinity of ether floods. Wild beasts are sometimes tamed by humans to use in warfare, the soldiers of Sambrek having a particular fondness for those descendants of ancient dragons. The Beastmen. Slave masters. Those who own and manage bearer slaves. A bearer must always obey the orders of his or her master, and are largely forbidden from acting independently, even from speaking without express permission. When it is necessary to relinquish supervision of a bearer, such as when dispatching one on an errand, masters will often affix the emblem of their house or business to the slave's clothing, that they are not mistaken for an escapee. And the airship. The men and women of the present day are wont to repurpose these ruins for their own uses. Both the village of Lostwing and Clive's hideaway in Benamur being built around the wreckage of a fallen airship. Interesting that it talks about that, but I guess since Benamur, that makes sense. All right, priming we kind of already read about. I feel like we read about this, but we know that this allows dominants to remain prime even when they enter etherless deadlands, but also the results in the crystalline curse taking a heavy toll. I'm pretty sure we read that one and it's just not sticking. Magic barriers. Now this is all new. Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their icon's power to summon a ward, a nigh impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of ether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. Ethereal tolerance, the ability to resist the effects of ethereal exposure. This is higher in bearers and dominants, allowing them to survive concentrations of ether that would turn any human who lacks their gift. Some animals, including chocobos, also have natural resistance to the effects of ether. But one of the many reasons why the birds are so beloved across the twins. Who would have thought the chocobos had those powers? The inner sanctum, sacred chambers in which the hearts of the mother crystals are enshrined, believed to have been created before the time of the fallen. They retain a portentous air even now, long after mankind has forgotten their significance. They do seem pretentious, yeah. Purposeful, important. Crystal, one of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those without an innate power to do so to cast magics. And as most Valistheans cannot live without magic, its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by governments across the twins. Though the penalties for illicit trade in crystals are severe, with the demand far outstripping supply, many still dabble in the black market, including ourselves. We helped trade. And then finally, the heart of the mother crystal, the brightly shining convolution of shards that sits at the center of each mother crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts of worship for protection of these irreplaceable locations. All right, to lay of the land, y'all. So I can't imagine that we got too many new things. This is good. Non-aggression treaty. This was important. This plays a huge part in this latter half of the game. A pact in which was codified the agreement between nations to refrain from invading the crystalline dominion and laying claim to its mother crystal, Drake's Tail. It both cemented the Dominion's position as the center of world politics and placed checks on the ability of key players to exploit that position. And that was not true. That unfortunately was not respected. After Drake's Head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sambrek declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon proceeded most unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own, with which to intimidate its interlopers. I remember them talking about how the Dominion didn't have one. All right. Waloed, somewhat surprisingly, the Sambrek's empire incursion into the Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding time and considering his next move. So we have Waloed thinking about it, then the Men of the Rock. Hugo's personal guard. On Kupka's orders, they ruthlessly gutted and destroyed Sid's original hideaway. Vengeance for the brutal beheading of Benedicta Harmon. But Kupka's thirst for revenge is not yet slaked. And it is reckless abandon that he employs his minions to commit atrocities across the realm in a bid to drive Sid from hiding. Oh, hold on. Kostness. A town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Dalmekian Republic. Though it was once thriving trade post, the coming of the Blight has served to both discourage travelers as well as drive off longtime residents. All that now remains are refugees fleeing from elsewhere. The black marketeers who prey upon them, and barely enough soldiers to keep the peace, or rather to pretend to, when they're not being bribed to look the other way. Debauchery. All right, the Dalmekian Republic we're pretty familiar with, but Kupka is obsessed with finding Sid and exacting his revenge for the murder of Benedicta, co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit series of atrocities in an attempt to flush him out from hiding. Dragon's Eyrie, a gently sloping plain stretching east from the Sambrek's checkpoint of North Reach. As the name implies, it is also heavily populated with all types of wild worms. And as such, the lands remain relatively unspoiled by mankind. That was like the massive pack of raptors and worms that we saw. Lorus, a key strategic point in central Sambrek, its location just south of Oriflame, makes it vital first line of defense against any assault on the Holy Capital. The road from North Reach to Kier Norvin and beyond to Crystal Belt bisects the area and ensuring a constant traffic of Sambrok's soldiers and traveling merchants. Northreach. When Sambrek moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Northreach went from being a vital gateway to seal the empire to a forgotten country backwater in a matter of moons. And with the fall of Drake's Head, the ether was soon leached from the land around it, leaving the fields fallow and the once thriving environs barren and lifeless. We need to go back and see that, y'all. We know the fall of the Drake's Head, but basically infiltrated, bringing down its mother crystal in a daring and unprecedented attack. Investigations after the fact concluded that the infiltrators took advantage of the disturbance caused by the ether flood to gain entry to the Empire's holy sanctum. In the aftermath of the incident, Sid was declared a wanted man, and the faction he led a criminal enterprise, to be hounded across Valisthea. Drake's Head we're very familiar with, but we know it towers over Oriflame, its mighty silhouette a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. Not for now. All right, Oriflame has now been updated. Okay, so after its mother crystal was destroyed in an attack by Sid the Outlaw in the year 873, the decision was made to move the throne and her armies south to the Crystalline Dominion, regardless of whether or not the Dominion citizens approved. Oriflame has since fallen gradually into decline. Are we surprised? No. Having lost the Mother Crystal's blessing and all the benefits it brought. And the Holy Empire of Sambrek now sits at Crystalline Dominion. Sambrek's legions duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed the imperial capital as at Twinside. This brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthea and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dalmekian Republic. Nothing here. Here we go. Benimir, a lake in the Blighted Lands on the southern edge of the former Grand Duchy of Rosaria, named for the dragon that some tales say created the basin when it fell from the sky. Fallen airships dot its expansive waters like forgotten cenotaphs. leading some to liken it to a graveyard. It does kind of give that feeling. Its remote location, far from any trade route and deep inside the Deadlands, makes it an obvious choice for Clive when faced with rebuilding Sid's legacy. My bad. Sid's hideaway. A hidden refuge built on fallen ruins in the blighted lands of Central Storm. Here, Sid and his adopted family of freed bearers from across the Twins made their home. That is until the fledgling utopia was brought crashing down after its location was discovered by Hugo, dominant of Titan, in the year 873. In but a single night, the hideaway was destroyed, fewer than half managing to escape the slaughtered visited upon them by Kupka and his men. The fall of the hideaway, an assault by Hugo. I know a lot of these kind of restate what we've already read, but it's so important to me to just kind of look at all of them. The safe haven established amongst forgotten ruins, long consumed by the blight, was entirely destroyed, and many of Sid's collaborators and the bearers they had freed from servitude were slain. And now, last but not least, Valisthea. A realm comprising of twin continents of storm and ash, over which the mother crystals stand timeless vigil. Timeless, that is, until Sid and his disciples commenced their campaign to bring each one, starting with Drake's Head, crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion throughout the great cities and nations of Valisthea. Oh. All right, we are filling up our persons of interest on the main one, although we are missing, wow, we're still missing a lot of people, you guys. There's still a lot more to go. All right, let us start by, I always start like back and then go forward. So we did read up on Ultima. The medicine girl, an orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Basically Arya Stark, okay? Let's be honest here. The mysterious Watcher, oh yeah, the intel guy. Scion of a lesser noble family of Dhalmekia, tasked by Hugo to trace the whereabouts of Sid the Outlaw, the man he believes slew Benedicta Harmon. His investigations led him to Eastpool, where he overhears Clive and Gav's conversation, follows them back to Sid's hideaway. It's despicable. Victor, a friend of Sid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil on the comings and goings in Dhalmekia from his hometown of Kostnes. The Crow, one of the pair of the young twins who assists Harpocrates in the hideaway library, or at least are tasked to. In practice, she spends most of her time reading books and teasing tomes with her brother Tet, born a bearer like their parents, but spared the prejudice and persecution that they were forced to suffer. Alas, she was not spared the tragedy of losing both her mother and father when Sid's hideaway was laid low. And her brother Tet. Most of this is the same, though their parents were both, yeah, that's actually the exact same. Tet and Crow. Kenneth, chief cook at Sid's hideaway, who lost his life on the night. So I didn't know that he died. I must have missed that. He lost his life on the night of Hugo's attack. He was well loved both for his ever genial nature and toothsome fare he concocted from the limited ingredients available in their Deadland home. Indeed, many of Kenneth's dishes remain in the menu in Clive's new hideaway. Genial. Gentle. Maeve, landlady of the Tub and Crown, the hideaway's much-loved alehouse. Though she was born in Rosaria, her enslavement as a bearer saw her transported to Sambrec to work in the wheat fields. However, when the farmer was unhappy with the harvest and thought to make an example of her for her fellow slaves, the curse breaker stepped in to instead teach him the error of his ways. Okay, so Maeve, okay. Nice. So we stepped in for that. The hideaway's resident historian, after Sid's death and the destruction of his home, he joined Clive at the new hideaway, establishing a grand library within the walls of the fallen ruin, from whence he continues to share his knowledge with any who will listen. He has taken the orphaned twins, Ted and Crow, as his apprentices, though they have yet to prove the most attentive audience. And our final one has a lot of updates. So we have Blackthorn. Though he is usually sullen and secretive sort, his knowledge he is happy to share with Goots, who has long been eager to learn the art of smithing. Okay, I didn't realize that he had taken Goats on like that. Apprentice to Karen, an ally of the hideaway. Yes. He followed Nan in joining Clive at their new home on the lake. He has a keen interest in smithing and spends what little spare time he is granted heating and hammering metal, just as the Blackthorn had showed him. I always want to say blacksmith. Karen. All right. She did survive. She and her hardworking yet long-suffering apprentice Goots followed Clive to the new hideaway in Benumir, where they serve him in a capacity they served its predecessor, sourcing whatever supplies his fellow residents are in need of. Hugo. After learning that Sid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedicta Harmon, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take revenge. Torgal has an update. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him and his allies, loath as he is to lose his best friend again, and never strays far from Clive's side, putting the hunting skills Sid taught him to use in fending off foes and picking up trails. Otto, chief steward of Clive's hideaway. Otto continues to serve the same role he did under Sid, being the primary person in charge of all the monies, and information coming in and out of the hideaway. Sidolphus, leader of the hideaway and dominant of Ramu, warden of thunder. His plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the mother crystals. An act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in 873 that Sidolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Sid the Outlaw on to his protege, Clive. I wonder what happened to his daughter. I wonder if she'll join somehow. Or wait a minute. She's not popping up on here. Wait. Isabel. Is it because I already read about her? I think it's because I already, yeah. Wait. Where is she? What? Isabel. Kenneth. Maeve. I can't... You know who's not popping up is Ninetails. Isn't that kind of weird? I guess she's not a person of interest. Joshua. Dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second icon of fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive and traveling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, the Lord Margrace. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway, together they continue Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. All right, that is all, folks. And that's all, folks. All right, let's move on.
The shelves shall ever be open.
He's so sweet. Okay, so for everybody that's skipping through, welcome back. All right, we're going to be heading on to returning to my slumber, finishing up Home Sweet Home. Although I reckon we'll get a ton of side quests.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
Hmm.
What it was like to be myself.
Her hair is really long.
And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Are people really not that clever that they don't notice that is the removal of a mark?
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Maybe there is a side mission for Sid's daughter, but yeah, that's weird to me. I feel like most people would be able to tell. The Tub and Crown.
The serving girl, are you? She's a fair one, all right.
Wow, the cleaner. This is so cool. Oh, Jill? All right, we need to head over there. Clive's chambers? I have a view at all times. And a library, not a library, but like a little bookshelf.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Okay. And Jill is in my room. Wait a minute. Oh no, only one pillow. I don't think Jill's staying with us specifically. Whoa, the wall of memories? What? Collectibles? Wall of memories? The oath. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfixed the twin daggers. It was a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Wouldn't it have just been easier to say yes? We just have one. We just have one. I know, sorry, I'm about to cry just by seeing that. It's almost like I was in the tutorial that whole time. Missives, the reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the table in the chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check and reading, yep, in the hideaway. Awesome. The Republic's play. Gav. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
Or we could just take out Kupka.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give.
So
In
another
exchange
crystal.
for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash.
Some nice gloves.
But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
His blade.
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance.
He remembers.
It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
I'm getting some white hairs. You can see I've got a few grays.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
I caught one of them in the world.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Yeah.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Look at the details on the table and the wood, like the cabinets behind him. The shelves. Oh.
To a world without mother crystals.
Oh. Another one bites the dust. I mean, we haven't taken down any more, probably because they're so heavily guarded. Imagine after losing the other one, you have got to bet your bottom dollar that they're using all their forces to protect their mother crystals from here on out. Meanwhile, So dramatic. The Northern Territories. Could at least wash his hair.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Whoa, he's got big hands. It's weird.
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
I love how they don't realize, but they are working towards a goal together, although I feel like if they were actually together, they could accomplish so much more. I can't help but feel that way. But maybe he knows that he can't bring him close.
A moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway.
No.
I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
I'm finished right now. We love Martha. All right. I almost wondered the gathering storm. I almost wonder if I haven't been...
Make Martha leave the rest.
Yeah, I almost wonder if we haven't really tapped into our full iconic abilities because somehow we think that will like reawaken or once again try to make oh, what was his name? The guy come after us again. Even though he is being held captive in our brother's heart, that doesn't mean that he stopped wanting whatever power we do have. Because as far as being a vessel, our brother still only presents the abilities of a phoenix, whereas we are collecting more. All right, so this is where I was. Reading table, there should be nothing left. Yep, that's the one that we already read.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
Ah, nice. We have a fast path to get there, I believe. No, just a chest. Goblin coins. That's it? Okay, well, everybody loves a good balcony, so I'm not mad about it. These quarters are amazing. And I'm just opposite of the library, within steps. Look, I don't even have to get an Uber to get home after a night out.
Does that one have blood on it?
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Knuckle pies. It shows something, yeah. Sarah's faded form, where the heart is. I think it showed that I got a new track, did it not? Maybe not. I guess it just acted like I hadn't interacted with it because there was a gold dot there. This is also my favorite one. I can't deny that I feel like I'm a little tired of hearing the sound of like leather smooshing and rubbing together.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight
Really?
over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual.
But
somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive.
a distraction?
Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Yeah. Also, we should talk to the Moogle. A new quest is available around us. Oh, we can talk to Doris now. Also, she has something new.
Martha
Jill's
is a
here.
survivor. We'll find her.
Let's talk to Nectar. You're wondering what this board is. All in good time. Oh, okay. I thought he was just joking. I was thinking like
finished sorting those reports.
no, we can't interact with them yet. Local map. Oh, we just have to go to the docks, of course. But this is showing. Yeah, Vivian.
My favorite pupil.
View the state of the realm. There must be something new
What
to
is
look
it
at.
that you wish to learn?
Yes, situation.
One must understand one's place in the world.
A war at world, and it looks like we're headed to Martha's aid. Clive and Jill return to the hideaway only to learn that another crisis is unfolding in Rosaria. Fighting has broken out at Martha's Rest, and in the confusion, Martha has disappeared. The two set out to the Imperial Province to investigate.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Hold on. I gotta do it. I'm sorry, you know.
Clive, Sid. Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
I do.
Clive, Sid.
It's a repeat.
Cole and his men left earlier.
All right, so let's take the passage down. We already talked to her. This guy's really taking a hard look out there. Onward. Find the Coastbreakers. I feel like the bell is unnecessary, but I guess that indicates what needs to happen. Just feels like it's pretty loud. Okay, let's go talk to him.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back. Welcome. What are you buying? What are you selling? All right, Obelisk.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it.
Every
and unless
time.
you've got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts.
They're really salty about Tet with the lemon
Pitch might
tarts.
stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Dang. Yeah. Cock and brawl. And ball. Cock and ball. Of course.
Of course, Obelisk. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere.
Right.
Which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative.
So why did you tell me about the first one?
It just so happens, I once heard the thorny pitches of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
All right, quest accepted. Cock and ball. They knew what they were doing with that one, and as somebody who's done a lot of home projects, I understand, and it's witty, and I love the years. Just they knew exactly. Slay thorny thistles at the falls. So I think that's our only side quest as of right now. I guess we could run along. I didn't see anybody that showed us wherever the side missions were. All right, so our main mission is actually separate from where we can pick up. Yeah, we just have to go to 3 reeds. I say we go ahead and do that. All right, side mission, cock and balls. Ball. 1, single. Or was it 2? Let's go. I think I should prioritize it or, oh. This is actually perfect because it's, oh. I don't think there's fall damage, so I think we're good. Nice, and we can slay some things.
Easier than felling a forest, I said.
Felling the forest.
Trees don't have teeth.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and launch that. Do this. All right, ready? And then we're gonna... This should have a reduced cooldown now as well, I believe. Nice. Smack it. I feel like there's got to be another better way to do this. So you just keep it held on it. I guess you can move it to other... Oh, but I don't have any others. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I've got to mess around with that ability more. It just... Oh, it doesn't inflict damage. It just causes them to be kind of like... I think electric... Yeah, just like shocked, I believe. Spoils. Oh, pitcher wax. Nice. Sticky substance found in the pitcher of a carnivorous plant. Okay, so we have to fight the plants. That is the thing.
Can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this.
Okay.
Time to head home.
So actually, we can go ahead and fast travel, I think, from here. And remember, we're earning... Was it 10% more? Yeah, I think it was 10% more. Go to Martha's Rest first. Then we'll head back before we head to the hideaway and give him the
What
pitch.
happened here?
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
We need to find the others.
They weren't kidding. Also, I never bought... You know what I just realized? I don't think I'm able to even get the sound anymore because of Eastpool being destroyed.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
All right, I know I have to go in there, but this guy's still alive, but I don't think the trader in Eastpool is still alive.
How do?
I already bought this one, though. Yeah, I already bought this one.
That all, is it?
They've killed my bearer. I demand...
Oh.
Let's get you to a physica, shall we?
I'm sorry.
Martha.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
Cole.
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea
So they
where?
did take her.
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
That's not too far away.
Sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling.
A culling?
I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Quest. Dark clouds gather. Okay. Not familiar with a culling. Cole, second in command of the Cursebreakers, who assists with the coordination of their troops, bearers liberating activities under the supervision of their captain Doris. Formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters. Interesting. Okay. And then the Cursebreakers. A unit drawn from those of the fighting age and martial training among the residents of the hideaways, who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery, beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in Sid's hideaway, who chose to rid themselves of bearers' brands that they might serve the cause out in the field. The order has greatly expanded both in ranks and its operations since the move to Benamir, all under Otto's watchful eye. I need to hear how to properly say that as well.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl.
No.
It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire.
Oh, okay, I can understand. Okay.
The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The
yeah,
orders
the
would have had
context.
to have come from higher up.
His mother. Could have been his mother, honestly. Like, we know the brutality of her. My mother's a harpy. Oh, I think that guy's dead too. There's one of the Cursebreakers. No.
Touch an arrow on Martha's head. Oh, kill all myself.
Blood Axe Mercenary. Sorrow-wise. Sorrow man. Hold on. Let me get the right one. So many different... Nice. I'm gonna just keep picking up this stuff and then, yeah, just get as many items as possible. It's like even more foggy than ever.
Up ahead.
That's Martha, right? Is that her?
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
They led her there?
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
Wouldn't she have already tried to if she could?
Thank you, Clive.
I almost feel like Jill and I should separate. Jill should make sure she gets back safe. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Yeah.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire.
Adding insult to injury. It's insane. Call them as... Excuse me, Hornet? There we go. Calling them Black Shields. Leveled up. Alright, level up, looking nice. Okay. I'm not gonna dilly-dally with this one. I'm just gonna head straight because any of the extra things we're gonna get at this point are items we already, like, I think we're fine. We know where to come if we need to farm. I will go ahead and... I'll go ahead and do this. There you go. There we go. See, I'm not using that right. It's not supposed to... That, I think, is good. 28. And 4 potions, 3 high potions. We're good on potions right now. Oh my goodness. I think we're too late.
There might still be someone inside.
Maybe the abbot.
No.
What have they done with the abbot?
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Oh, is it? The Black Shields.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
That is...
To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
That was the words that they...
This won't take long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You bet your bottom dollar that I'm throwing out every ability I have. Huh. Do you think for 1 second? You know what, just... That provincial guard is going... Nice. Nice. Enemy slain. I can't wait to be able to upgrade that. This just got so personal. 20 XP, Valley Matter, that's it.
Is that all of them?
For now.
I think so.
Quest complete. But where? Dark clouds gather. Where is the abbot, though? Was he dead? Did we see his body and I just missed it? Reduces gouge cooldown time by 3 seconds. I think getting increased damage on gouge is better than the cooldown time on it.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Yes. We have to go back in. Oh. Oh, okay. No, we don't have to. Okay. Yeah, he might have... I doubt he would have fled, though. Do you think he fled? There's no...
Found her.
The abbot.
Oh.
The bearers died protecting him.
Oh.
Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
This one's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
Just his whole body, his heart. His heart.
The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Not for long.
Clive.
He's gone.
He's gone.
It had basically reached his heart already. That's a really hard scene. Like, it was hard the first time we came around here, but the second time.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Quest accepted, prioritized. Everything feels so dark. It's darkest before the dawn, though. Hold on. There's still hope. They've just done such a fantastic job at telling the story and making you feel attached to the characters, to the parts. I mean, having us see the abbot and the, is it, do I have to go around or, and seeing them and then having to come back and see them choose to save the abbot just is beautiful. It's hard for me to see where, okay, it is this way. Oh, what is that? Hold on, new enemy. New enemy approaches, hold up. Okay. It's like a Zubat. No, Zubats are really tiny, aren't they? Something dark side. What? Airmen? Wait, rank C bounty? Bounties? We have bounties? Wait, what? Notorious marks? Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn them not only renown, but rare materials to craft gear. Hold on.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal?
Okay.
What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Oh, it's a floating eyeball. It's kicking my butt. The floating eyeball's got hacks. Okay. Let it extract that. Ow. 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 He's messing me up.
To me, boy.
Okay, he's almost... Nice precision dodge. Did not dodge that. Whoa. Break him down, break him down. Nice, staggered. Limit break it. Nice, we're getting our health back during this. Come on. Woo!
Nice try.
Nice. Whoa, he's doing something funky. I don't know what I'm doing, but... An insta-kill? Is that my first death? What? I was inside of his orb and it was an insta-kill? I don't think we've ever died yet. What? Holy cow! All right, run and do that again.
Thanks for heeding the call.
Dang, I wonder if he'll still be there next time.
They called him Oi, look sharp.
Oi! I just couldn't get out of it. I didn't even know where I was. Oh my goodness. That was like an out-of-body experience. I don't... Tell me if you died to that. This is... Oh my gosh, what is this all over again? What was the creature that the... Oh, the Ton... Oh, what was it?
Thank you, Founder.
What was his name? The thing that I was like, oh, it's so cute. How can it do so much damage? And he was like, stabbed me and I died. Oh, what was that little guy? Oh, I cannot remember. The, I keep wanting to say the Tauntaun, and I know that's not it. Okay, here we go. Let's do this again. All right, let's go ahead and cast all these just to electrocute him. Okay, that's max. I am thunder. Whoa, massive damage there with the thunder, though. He just bit me. He bit me. He's doing something. Oh, get out of it, get out of it, get out of it, get out of it. That was the insta-kill. Okay, let me cast this real quick because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, he's getting broken. Oh, whoa. Nice. 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 Jump, 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 jump. What is that? What is that?
Too slow.
Whoa. Get out, get out, get out. He's trying to bite me. He's trying to bite me. He's coming back. Oh my goodness.
Nice try.
Wow. Heal me, Torgal. He's so close, he's so close. Pop him. Nice, staggered. All right, limit break. Not as much limit break as I had before. The thunder, I think that attack does like the most against him. Yeah, 16k, that's nice. All right, I can't get sloppy in this latter half. I say fireball him from away. Oh, he freaking cast that thing. Oh my gosh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm just gonna fireball him to death. I'm scared. Whoa.
Nice try.
Nice. Yeah, he's freaky, guys. Little certified freak. Ow. Okay, cast it. Annihilation. Woo. That's gonna do some good damage, I think. I missed him.
Nice try.
Woo. Whoa. All right, break the stagger bar. We got this. Ah! Stay away from him. Stay away from him. I don't like him. Doom and gloom.
To me, boy.
Oh my gosh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Break his barrier, break his barrier. Woo! Nice. Oh, get away from them. I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. Nice. Smack that. Annihilation, annihilation. Get back in. Come on, come on. Smack him, parry. Parry. Bring him down. Nice. Limit break. There we go. Do this, do this, do this. While he's still staggered. Okay, he's done being staggered, but still heavy damage. Doom, 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 and gloom. I don't trust him, I don't trust him. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Annihilation, annihilation. Oh. Notorious Mark Slain. That was difficult. Only 35 XP, but 5,000. That's how we're gonna be able to afford all of my... Oh, I thought it gives us special items. But wait, there also is something with the green. It's like Notorious or something. I don't know what that...
You didn't see that coming.
He did not see that coming. Mostly because he killed me the first time around. Wow. All right, we need to find all the Notorious marks too. That was a nail biter, guys. After I had that insta death, that was horrifying. On the bridge. My 5 gil doesn't seem so crazy. I wonder if they're not chance encounters because otherwise he wouldn't have still been there. All right, scatter remains.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
The aqueduct looks so beautiful.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We need to bring Martha back. Well, I don't know if she'll want to stay. I feel like she's stubborn that she's gonna want to stay, you guys. Actually, it's gonna be faster to fast travel, y'all. She's gonna be stubborn about this. There's no way she's gonna come back to the hideaway. I can't see it happening. But I mean, knowing that there's a culling happening, I feel like she doesn't have a choice.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Are we? Martha.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, One of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am.
She's gonna blame herself.
Rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable.
Unimaginable.
Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
Men or the swords?
Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived.
The Stolas?
He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
The strapping young curse breakers. Quest complete. Release. Yeah, we are starting to get something else. I don't think I've peeped what this is. I need to go look at that. I believe it's renowned. If I had to guess.
What in the world is going on?
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha.
Of course.
Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
Of course.
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
Yeah, Martha's the best.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
What is that? I don't think we've ever seen that before.
Try not to move.
Oi, you there!
Rowan, Traveler, Trader?
You handy with that sword of yours?
Oh, is this a side quest?
You are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Noble chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back. Looking to settle the score.
I see.
Go on then. Don't just stand there.
Go and help them. The White-Winged Wonder. Of course I'm gonna help the chocobos. Come on, guys.
All right.
I think I am.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I always say chocobo,
I saw him cut
chocobo.
across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is.
They're trying to take him on a boat?
Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Quest accepted. Prioritize. Since we're right here anyway, we might as well do this one. Yeah, I'm assuming that side quests have like reopened for us. But I just stumbled across this one. This one didn't pop up on the map, I don't believe. And now 2 more side quests knocked off the list.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
I don't know why I always say chocobo. 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 Oh, we've got some... I don't see any. I don't see any. Oh, a feather. Oh, no. But if it's a dead end...
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds.
Wait a minute.
Looks like they went that way.
I never found Ambrosia again after, right? Do you think this is Ambrosia? White chocobo pin. Guys, I think this might be my bird. Is it possible? Unlikely. The phoenix feather. But know this, if you want him, you'll have to go through me. The oath, you could have just said I, remember? The white chocobo pinion, sorry, I read it as pinion. Pristine plume, possibly, plucked from the plump posterior of a bent bucking bow, known to the provincials as Whiteheart. I think that might be my chocobo. But we'll find out soon. Do this real quick. It's because that ability is broken. And just wait till we level it up and it applies even more hits. It's gonna be glorious. Where are we at with XP anyway? Oh, like 700 more. I don't...
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Nice. They took out some people. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually go in that other direction because they're not typically worth it. 3 briar clams. The chocobos.
They're
yes.
in trouble.
Here we go. We can't see the other eye. Suspicious.
We got you cornered, Feathers.
I think that's my
You
chocobo.
didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Bandit leader.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Torgal ready to go. Hold up. Oh, the black shield's the cooling. Okay, well.
Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
They have a
Right then.
mage.
But don't say I didn't warn you.
Let's go ahead and do this. And then pile drive, and then new enemies approaching. Ow. It broke me. Okay, so they can attack you with that. I did not realize that. Alright, we have a Harrier Hound. Oh, big boy. Big boy.
To me, boy. Waken,
Big boy. Alright, let me take out the Hound first. Woo! Oi. Woo. Nice. Nice. Don't know why I decided to do that so close to them. Nice. Alright, target. Woo! I don't feel like I'm gonna need to. Whoa! Oh, guys, I think I'm gonna have to heal. Damn it. Ow, why could I not get the timing on that? Yeah, I'm just... It's like I forget how to... Oh, Toro just got messed up.
I needed that.
I'm gonna have to pop another high potion. I should have done a normal potion, actually. He's gonna break. Alright, parry, broken... Ow. How am I timing that so wrong? I'm gonna break kill him. coming back. Started to kill them the other thing. But I did get my health back from that. I guess I could have done that sooner though. There we go, finally. Oh, he's gonna do it twice though. Oh, nice. 2. His parry bar is almost down. Nice, staggered. Scratchy scratches. This is my favorite ability right here. So juicy. 14k. Enemy slain. The spoils of war. What is it? Steel silk and a gill bug. I'll take the gill bug. That's like what, 400? It's my bird. It's gotta be ambrosia. Which makes me think of the labyrinth. It is! Look at the eye!
You're safe now.
No, that's my baby.
White heart, I presume.
Ambrosia.
Do you know her, boy?
You don't recognize her eye? Oh, maybe he didn't know? He didn't know, did he? We knew that. Yes.
It couldn't be.
Oh, that's a horrible shot they gave him. Dang, Ambrosia got done dirty there. I didn't know they wanted to show. Ambrosia. Ambrosia. Guys, I'm gonna say Ambrosia. I'm sorry, Ambrosia. I can't.
It is you. You survived.
And she's a local hero.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! He isn't over!
Me crying in another video.
I want to see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
I just want to keep her.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are.
Aw.
Bird like
I like
her
the like
would have
shakes
cost
the
a
feathers.
princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
No. Are we gonna get to Rye? Are we gonna get to... That was what I was so excited about FF7 for, but do we get it now?
Pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight.
Yeah.
Lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
I don't know why I get so emotional at these parts. Mount. Oh. Ambrosia. Oh, and she got a little eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
Mm-hmm.
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
I like
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's it. When those chocobos
Oh, yes!
hit my car on the road, didn't
Yes!
you?
Yes.
No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh?
You wouldn't notice the scar and the mark of a bear.
To me, silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Quest complete. The White-Winged Wonder. Gotta find out what that other stat that we're attributing to. Ambrosia's Tack. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. That's pretty much it. Displayed in Clive's... Oh, okay. Yeah, I cannot... Chocobo unlocked. I can't mimic there. Oh. Chocobo unlocked. So this is so interesting. That's why I was so fascinated. Did they ever show us this in the trailer? I think I saw one. Like, I saw maybe like one trailer, and I don't remember seeing anything about a chocobo. After 18 long years, what's the average lifespan of a chocobo? Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. All right, we can summon him. Woo! I cannot whistle, fun fact. When you ride alone. And Jill has one, and oh, Torgo, sorry, buddy, but Gallop. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we can jump. Can I go anywhere? No, I can't. I'm still bound to the same mapping as when I'm on foot. Rein in. Look at little chocobo feet marks. This is amazing. Six briar clams. Woo! Bring her in. Bring her in. That actually looks like it's got to be like really, I don't know, just jerking. Not sure if the chocobo would be the smoothest ride, you know? Like, look at that. Oh. It's rough. All right, let's get back. They jump up so high, and then I love how their wings kind of bring them down a little. Whee! Okay.
I can walk from here.
Oh, you can't take them into town. Somebody might get trampled by a chocobo. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and pass, or let's go ahead and head back and turn in our mission for Cock and Ball. And then Gathering Storm, and then we'll head back to normal stuff. And then we should get, I believe we'll be opened up to more side quests when we get there. Yeah, I think the guy was killed that did the side quest, but there might be somebody new that will open up and enable us to get side quests done.
Where's Gav?
Oh shoot, this is gonna be annoying, but I gotta get back down there. Before we talk to Gav. This has been a fun episode. We got our chocobo, Ambrosia. We found the new and improved hideaway. All right, got his pitch for him too, which should help out a lot.
Did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Pitcher wax.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
That's an image.
Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
The Argo. It's called Argo.
So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before Blight came.
What a perfect ferryman name.
That's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Argonauts. Quest complete. Cock and Ball. Badge of Might +1. Increases attack. Oh, we have badges plus? Accessories that are plussed. Nice. I don't actually have that one, but... Alright, so let's head on back up. Talk to Gav. So I think we have 3. Maybe we have 3 items. Collectibles, I mean. Jumping while you're on, going up an elevator. I'm a menace. Gav. Jack. I forgot about you.
Autumn's breath, ill tidings born, an erstwhile home in twain are torn.
It was a torn.
Now in his path fell shades abide. Pray let them not impede his
stride. That was fantastic. Gav.
Ah, Clive! I've missed that scowl.
As much as you've missed your eye?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Look at this reunion, y'all. Proper crate. Here we go.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
Hmm.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Yeah.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Arthur.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Shark bait. Ooh, haha. I don't like the way that the
4 mother crystals remain
the
in
cups
Storm
were.
and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia.
Mm-hmm.
Drake's Spine in Waloed.
Waloo.
And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
Yeah. It's not going to be that
exactly
exposed,
the
though.
move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's
Iron.
Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Nice.
Who's that then?
My uncle.
So the iron, like I was thinking.
Byron Rossfield.
Byron. What a fantastic.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
That Byron?
Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
Thanks, Gav. Welcome back.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
This is perfect. This is also the one that's closest to Rosaria. Although we won't get Rosaria back until we finally do something about the Imperials. Nice! Okay, things just became available, y'all. Otto's counter is now open, so Otto picked up, I would assume, the side quest, and we now have Yeah, new facilities, Alliant reports, a patron's whisper, and the hunt board. The Moogle deals with the hunt board, of course. Okay, let's go check out all the facilities. Of course, of course. Oh, just think of all of the side missions.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Journey to Hawk's Cry Cliff. All right, just so y'all are all tracking, we're gonna put, if you're paying attention to the main mission progression only, we're gonna put that on the back burner for a second, and we're gonna check out all of the side possibilities. We might go hunting. Oh, also, let me open up this and let's just read. The Crystalline Impasse, a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrec and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year of 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Valisthian nations, but in 873 the Empire claimed Twinblade for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dalmecs into military action. Byron, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and warden of Port Isolde, a thriving trade port in the south of Rosaria. Byron inherited a small fortune from his noble family, which he built into a large one by virtue of his mercantile wiles and adventurous spirit. There is not a trading house nor a tap house in Valisthea and beyond that does not have a tale to tell of the Lord Byron Rossfield. And yet he only just came up. The 7 high houses, the highest noble houses of old Rosaria, of which house Rosefield is the first and foremost. They have had their roots in the ruling dynasties of a small independent nation that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to empire and Empress Annabella took. I cannot wait to just... I'm going to use every single icon on my mother. She's gonna learn today. Nectar. Clive, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo. The bounty board.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free.
It's little wings.
Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all the Moogles. No friend, no fiend of the So I need you to slay them all, Kupo. Sometimes he talks really fast and then sometimes they give you...
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
This is where we get our money, y'all. It's good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. Yes, y'all. I'll stay here then, and I'll keep an eye on the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. Let's ask about the hunts. Did you see that all the billets are marked on a location, Kupo? That's where the horrible horror is question is seen. But you can't expect me to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kupo. So if the place name doesn't tingle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track down the nasties and finish them off. It's precisely what you see before you, Kupo. The Cursebreakers note down the details of any particular dangerous monsters that hear about or encounter in course of their duties, Kupo. And they post the billets here, Kupo, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror, or two, which is where you come in, Kupo. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kupo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. Wait, it didn't check mark off about the hunts. Hold up. It doesn't check that one off. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. Look at these wings. Do you think that something like this sort can carry a Moogle across countless leagues of sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. All right. View the hunt board. Sassy. The hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes of fearless heroes will take upon them. Oh, and we already got one. Oh yeah, let's read about the one we got. A member of the Blood Axes stationed at Martha's Rest reported this flying single staring eye. Yep. Reward. I gotta go over there. This one is in Clairview, Sambrec, Angel of Death. And there's no image. Then we also have Belphegor. Schmalg, the Broken Hill. All right, so we've got hunt board, so we've got that now. Then, hey, he is alive. Oh, I thought he wasn't alive. View the Alliance reports. Ask about Go.
Oh, same old.
In it, Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually, solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. Past 5 years. So much has happened, and since that night, feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, they're still with us in our hearts.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
With us, and in you. You took his name and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid. All right, let's view the Alliance boards.
Here you go.
There's no available quests? Oh, in Sambrec. At all? What do you mean? Desiree.
Clive, welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Patron's Whisper?
Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally.
Wait, what?
Would you like to see if we have any?
Patrons. Wait, ask about Desiree first.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I've ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. Yara. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. The honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
Don't call me Shirley. I like to think Yara would be proud of me, too. Were he with us today.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Yara, and our last mission and lesson before the Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing, and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they're gone.
Come to claim your just desserts?
So, okay, completing side quests will earn Clive renown. Yep. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree with the Patron's Whisper. What? That's cool. So I can spend my renown points, or oh no, I just unlocked these. Oh, so if we get to 100, oh, okay. So a spark of hope. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. The heart-struck dowager. Talk of the tea house. Thank you. Nice, I love it. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The Blood Axes, and we earned respect.
Yours.
Now the next shall be 85, and then expanding renown to unlock. Okay, so we need 85 and 100.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
That is awesome. Oh, this is so cool. All right, there is a bright new, another side mission. bright new shiny world out there, you guys. And hold on, let me peep this. We're always gonna have things to talk to Vivian about.
Here for another of my lectures.
Of course, of course.
Allow me to educate you.
Grand cast as we continue through. So we just got this stuff, the March of the Black Shields. Yeah.
One must understand one's place in the world.
The Siege of the Strait is the next, the March of the Black Shields. Yeah. Following Empress Annabella's orders, the Black Shields of Rosaria expand their persecution of bearers. An imperial province, the first mass culling of bearers and those deemed oversympathetic to their plight, turns the streets of Rosalith red before spreading to every corner of the Old Duchy. And then we had the Siege of the Strait, which is where we are headed.
Thus
Woo!
ends today's lesson.
Thank you for the lesson. We might start using her to kind of do a recap before we go into the activities for the following episode, you know what I mean? But for now, that is it for this episode, you guys. I think this is a fabulous place to stop between the fact that we have Moogle magic and we have bounties. We have 2 bounties we have to do. We don't have any alliance reports, but we can do the 2 bounties. You know what? No, we'll do the 2 bounties next time. This is getting to be a pretty long video. Yeah, we'll start out with bounties next episode and doing one more side quest that we have down here, and then we will get back onto the Gathering Storm. But guys, that is it for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Holy cow, so many awesome things happened. I feel like the game was already so great, and I had no idea that they were going to expand on it even further and make it even better. But between the hunt board, we have patrons that we now have renown added to the game. We've got another crystal that we're going after, and things are starting to heat up much more than the beginning and the 1/3 of the game. So I'm interested to see how the pacing is done, and I'm interested to see the side quest as well. But for now, you guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube. Hold on. You gotta do that. Hold on. I'm out.